Now on Coast TV News.
April is starting with showers, even a thunderstorm right now, northern Sussex County into Kent County as well. This is tracking to the east. We've got more rain to come the next several days, and the storms have already started, and they could get strong to severe with time. I'll track it all on Futurecast coming up next.
Remembering the ruin, we look back 1 year ago at one of the worst tornado strikes ever in Sussex County. It was a tragic Palm Sunday weekend in 2023. Rehoboth Beach fiscal fix, the tax hike going into effect today to meet a budget deficit created by the city's government. Sign of the season, parking season that is, we have the policy and prices in effect for Dewey Beach this summer.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. It is Monday, April 1st, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick, and no April Fool's joke. Paige Marley has the day off. Just me here at the anchor desk. Thank you for being up with us, though, and getting some of those spring showers on the first day of April. Our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trihey, is back to help you get ready on this Monday. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Del Marva. It is a showery start, even a stormy start for some of us, especially northern Sussex County into Kent County. Farther south, just cloudy. We've had a few stray showers, southern Delaware, but the main action right now, far northern Sussex County on into Kent County around Farmington. You're seeing very heavy rain, vivid lightning as well, and maybe some gusty winds. So if you live in Hudson Pond Acres, Anderson Crossings, watch out because this is all moving to the east. If you live in these following locations, through 645, Eastman Heights, Anderson Crossroads, Slaughter Beach, and Broadkill Beach. Watch out for heavy rain and vivid lightning with this cell. And you can see the lightning with this cell as it continues to move to the east. So we've been hearing some rumbles of thunder in Milton. And there's more storminess farther up the eastern shore into the Baltimore area near Annapolis right now. But a lot of this is sliding to the east and will slide mainly north of Sussex County with a good brunt of that into Kent County and Newcastle County. As you see all that activity farther back to the west. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s this morning, and watch out for gusty winds around some of these storms early this morning. Otherwise, a chilly day, cloudy with scattered showers, more of a drizzle as we go into the afternoon. So heads up on the ferry this morning. Could see some storms early, otherwise drizzle and rain, temperatures in the low 50s, maybe some gusty winds, a little bit of hail around some of those storms this morning.
A lot, Bob. We are checking in once again with Greenwood, Route 13 and Delaware Route 16. You see the road, still some wetness there, a little bit of traffic. 1 year ago, though, it was a much scarier situation in this area. It was on this date. Our tornado touched down in western Sussex County, and for one family, it was tragic. 77-year-old Dan Bawell died that day. We take you back to 2023. Here is how we covered those initial hours of the tornado on Coast TV News.
That was in Bridgeville earlier today, and you can see footage of that tornado touching down. This video shot from the south. The sky is getting grayer. That is a classic funnel cloud associated with a tornado.
Then the second wave that pulled through very rapidly. These were storms that moved at about 60 miles per hour, and we had winds in excess of 98 to pretty much 100 mile per hour winds.
Bawell died when an EF3 tornado destroyed his 120-year-old home on Tuckers Road in Greenwood. The tornado hit around 6 p.m. Just after 6 p.m. It was April 1st, 2023. It was an early Saturday evening 1 year ago. Bawell was the first person to die of a Delaware tornado in 40 years. About a week after the tornado hit, the Delaware Emergency Management Agency announced assistance with cleanup efforts. On April 10th, CoastTV went to the Bridgeville-Greenwood area. We were told by people living there that the organizations they were advised to contact for assistance hadn't really yet provided any yet. People were without power. They had other needs. April 14th, it was reported that power had been restored in an area that stretched from Greenwood to Ellendale. Moving on, and happening today, a new tax increase hitting rentals in Rehoboth Beach. City commissioners hiked the residential rental tax from 6% to 7%. City claims it needs more money to address a $4.4 million deficit in the $37 million budget for 2025. The rental tax was one of many tax hikes in Rehoboth, including a 28% wastewater fee increase. The time to pay for parking in many coastal communities is coming soon. Today in Dewey Beach, seasonal parking permits will be available for purchase. The town says there are Two options for seasonal permits. One is a virtual permit that requires no hang tag. This is connected to your license plate. The other is the traditional rear view mirror hang tags. Seasonal parking permits will cost $300. Happening tonight in Milton, the next step in a number of upgrades for the town's water system. Milton Town Council will review the resolution allowing the town to borrow up to $579,000 for a general obligation bond. This will pay for improvements to the Chandler Street Water Treatment Facility. Also, over $3.8 million for the Federal Street Water Tower Project and $1.7 for the water main replacement. The town was granted the authority to borrow the money when voters in Milton approved a referendum earlier this year. Election day in Blades with 4 candidates vying for 3 town council seats. One of those 3 seats is an open seat. 2 incumbents, Donald Trice and Nancy McAdams, are on the ballot along with challengers Raymond Atkins and Susan Seltzer. Polls are open today from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. That is at the Town Hall Garage. This was the scene Thursday at the Sussex County Courthouse. A leak in the ceiling closed that building for the remainder of the week. Officials say the leak happened outside the courtroom. Originally, they thought that the entire ceiling had collapsed, but in reality, it was one ceiling tile that fell. However, water had to be shut off to find the leak and stop it. This caused the court to close on Friday after repairs. Officials said the court should reopen today for normal activities. Happening today, home opener for the Nationals are taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates at Nationals Park. Nats lost 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati over the weekend to start the season. 4:05 is the scheduled first pitch in the nation's capital. As the race for the White House continues to heat up, so does the race to raise funds. President Biden, with the help of Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, coming off a record $26 million fundraising at a glitzy event last week. NBC's Bree Jackson has that in former President Trump's hope to get even more, while he's also trying to pay his legal fees.
Former President Trump spending Easter Sunday online railing against the court cases against him, calling prosecutors and judges crooked and corrupt. While Trump's rhetoric may offend some backers, other donors are doubling down.
They're afraid of Donald Trump, and they're afraid that if Donald Trump's SEC decides that if they didn't sufficiently support him, that they'll come down on their various, investment banking firms, hedge funds, etc.
The presumptive GOP nominee is promoting an array of products ranging from sneakers to Bibles in an effort to fundraise. He's also preparing for an April 15th trial date in his New York hush money case. Meanwhile, House Republicans say their impeachment inquiry into President Biden is nearing an end.
Right now, the lawyers in the committee that I talked to say there's not a specific crime, and you need that for a high crime or misdemeanor. Now, I think the investigation it merited an investigation, put the facts out, let the public look at it.
The Biden campaign is ramping up public appearances and extending its fundraising lead, posting a record-setting $26 million raised during a star-studded event featuring Presidents Clinton and Obama.
It's not just the negative case against the presumptive nominee on the other side. It's the positive case for somebody who's done an outstanding job in the presidency.
So what we saw in New York last Thursday was a show of unity and a show of defense of democracy.
President Biden still faces challenges. Outside his event last week, crowds protested his policy on the Israel-Hamas war. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Still more news to get to, including Rehoboth site plan revision. We have the plans for this plot of land that used to be owned by the Clear Space Theater Company. Also, reviewing Route 16, plans for this major roadway and how it could impact Milton. And inflation rise reverses gains. We'll tell you what the Federal Reserve says about the country's current consumer status. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness. Now through April 12th. Save big when you join the judgment-free zone for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's right. We've dropped our enrollment fee to just $1. So it's easy to start getting that big fitness energy. Never intimidating. Always free fitness training, equipment for every workout. And most clubs open 24 hours so you can get in, get energized, and get going. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Hurry. Deal ends Friday, April 12th.
Shift gears for success with the DSN Scholar Athlete Award, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva High School senior who excels in sports and in the classroom.
It's tapped home.
Oh, what a hit! They must have at least a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, driven by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
We traveled the country and the world looking for cool gems and antiques just for you, bringing a unique collection of items for the most interesting store at the beach. Here at Buddhas and Beads, we also buy estate jewelry, costume jewelry, gold and silver, or any antiques. We're always looking to build our collection. We buy one piece or an entire estate. We got a super cool shop, great prices, and we pay the most for your gold and silver. Come on in to Buddhas and Beads on Rehoboth Avenue.
Get ready for 4 days of fun in the sun at Springfest. Enjoy amazing food, live entertainment, unique artisan products, and more. With over 200 artisan vendors, local food, and enhanced selections of beer and wine, don't miss this free event located at the Ocean City Inlet from May 2nd through the 5th. Springfest features 2 stages and more than 30 live performances, including headliners, The Olivia Show, a tribute to Olivia Newton-John, country music sensation Lauren Elena, and alternative rock band Everclear. Don't miss out. Get all the details at ococean.com/springfest.
6:11 on this Monday morning, hearing some rumbles of thunder in Milton and Milford. You're seeing the rain. Watch out for lightning and heavy rain, Bay Health Cam. And you can see that all the action right now is northern Sussex County back into Newcastle County as well in Kent County. Seeing the heavy rain east of Greenwood now and then stretching to the north and west of Oakley. Also heavy rain around Anderson Crossroads right now. So I tracked it out. Anderson Crossroads to Slaughter Beach, Prime Hook Beach, and Cape May Point through 7 o'clock. Heads up for heavy rain and vivid lightning here. You can see the lightning bolts, and once again, we're here in Milton. We have them just to our north, and more of that storminess off to our north and west, but I think a lot of this will slide northern Sussex County into Newcastle County as well in Kent counties. I think farther to the south, we're staying mainly dry north of this front. A little drizzly out there, and heads up, running. Watch out for thunder and lightning to the north this morning, otherwise cloudy, drizzle, light rain to the south with temperatures into the 40s and eventually into the 50s.
The Delaware Division of Motor Vehicles, the DMV, are gearing up for the start of its 3rd season of the DMV On the Go trailer. This trailer is scheduled to begin today and run through October 31st. The trailer will be parked at Darts Lewis Transit Center on Mondays. Tuesday, it'll be at the Milton Shear Center, and Wednesdays at the Big Lots Plaza in Seaford. For more information about the location and times and services, this all can be found on our website at CoastTVNews.com. A month-long paving project heading to the inlet starting today. Crews are expected to be paving Route 1 near the Indian River Inlet Bridge. This will cause some lane restrictions. DelDOT says there will be a detour in place to access Turning Point Road and the Seashore Park campground. In Dewey Beach, the state-owned street in the north end of town will be worked on this Thursday. Town says paving covers the second block of Chesapeake Street through Bayard Avenue to Bellevue Street. Work must be done by May 1st. If it's not, after that, the paving would resume after Labor Day from the Ocean Block of Jersey Street to Collins Avenue. No parking signs. They'll be placed a day before the work. DelDOT has installed 2 flashing construction signs, so you will be aware of the road work in that area. Inflation ticked up last month, reversing recent progress. The Federal Reserve's preferred scale was up 2.5% for the 12 months that ended in February. The agency has been working to get inflation down to 2%. There were a couple bright spots, but overall, month pace of price increases and the personal consumption expenditures, excluding energy and food, slowed a bit. U.S. taxpayers leaving more than $1 billion blowing in the wind. The IRS says about 940,000 people in the U.S. haven't submitted tax returns for unclaimed refunds. That was for the 2020 tax year. The IRS issued a statement saying the agency would like to hand over the refunds, but the deadline's coming up. It is May 17th. Still ahead, reviewing Route 16. We'll tell you about the possible changes for this roadway that aims to alleviate traffic and congestion.
And some stormy weather in northern Sussex into Kent County. Some lightning, heavy rain there. Rehoboth right now, you've got a wet boardwalk, not stormy now. but we'll be seeing the rain on and off. Those April showers are here, fittingly, and we've got some thunderstorms possible too. Already seeing those this morning, and more to come Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll track it all on Featurecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
With this open floor plan, I can really stretch my hamstrings. Feel the burn, Hammy. I could really go for a snack right now. No! Keep exploring. One small step for man, one giant roll for Hammy. So many bedrooms. Never skip leg day. With all this room to run, I feel like the belle of the ball. Hammy is on a roll. Summer body, here I come.
Draper Media seeks a detail-oriented overnight operations technician. This crucial role involves monitoring and managing over-the-air and content, plus quality control. Successful candidates are proactive problem solvers with knowledge in broadcasting systems like Grass Valley Ignite and Sony ELC. This position requires night, early morning, and weekend shifts. Apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:17, and you're looking live near the banks of the Mississippian, the home of the Buccaneers. This is Milford, and if you're just joining us, we are operating under a yellow alert weather day. And Bob, can you just level set for us, give us a definition of yellow alert here at Coast TV News?
Sure, Matt. Yeah, no, it's a level below code red. So this is when we're looking about a half inch to about an inch of rain and maybe some thunderstorms like we're seeing now. Will it be a widespread half inch to an inch today? Probably not, but we have a yellow alert today, and then a code red tomorrow for at least an inch of rain and maybe some severe weather as well. But right now we're seeing some stronger storms and some showers northern Sussex County into Kent County as well. So now's a good time to download the Coast TV weather app. It's free to do so. Ellendale, you're seeing showers. Looks like this is weakening as it's moving to the east north of Milton now. You're seeing some heavier rain. We've heard some rumbles of thunder at the station, and you can see some of the heavier showers now near Oakley and then stretching back towards Reynolds Mill right now and south of Slaughter Beach. Some heavy rain right along Prime Hook Road there, and we're tracking this cell moving to the east at around 30 to 40 miles per hour. So if you live in the following locations, heads up for these showers as they move on through. And then farther to the north is this other cell, and in Prime Hook, we're expecting this to be moving through around 6:30. So we're looking at the lightning, heavy showers there, nothing severe, maybe some gusty winds, and then more storms, northern part of the eastern shore back into the Baltimore area. You can see some of the lightning bolts here. This is all north of a stationary boundary, and this is all moving to the east right now and stretches back into the Ohio Valley. So on the current trajectory, it looks like it stays mainly into northern Sussex County into the north through time, but farther south still a chance of a little bit of light rain and drizzle. But we're watching that heavy weather coming through to the north this morning, and then drizzle and light rain the rest of the day. Pretty damp day, so definitely dress for cool weather this first day of April with temperatures into the low 50s. For the overnight hours, cloudy. Another round of rain by Tuesday morning. Another chilly day with 40s and 50s. And we'll be seeing these rounds of rain coming through on Tuesday, but still very damp. And we continue with the rounds of showers and maybe some storms as we go into Tuesday night and into Wednesday. And Wednesday itself still really showery. And then the main front starts to push through the evening. Some heavier rain and maybe some hail and gusty winds with that. A slight chance of severe weather as that sweeps on through. And then then Thursday is drier. It's blustery, maybe some showers and maybe a snowstorm off to our north. Rainfall amounts do vary, maybe over an inch around Highway 9 and points north, even along some of the beach locations. Lesser amounts to the south, but I think as we go through time, everybody could get a good soaking. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. We've got yellow alerts today and Wednesday with the code red sandwiched in between for some heavier rain and storms. 50s today and tomorrow, 60 on Wednesday. Then we finally dry it out, but it's blustery and cool for the end of the week with temperatures in the low 50s and overnight lows really dipping again. Mid-30s Friday and into the weekend. And the weekend looks dry. Low 50s Saturday, upper 50s with sunshine on Sunday.
Thanks, Bob. And again, for more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phones and scan the QR code for our First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free. And that way, you get all the weather updates you need. Many people take it to the beach. Route 16, and in Milton, it is considered a northern beach route by DelDOT. As parts of the Coastal Corridor study, traffic volume in the area and highways like Route 113 and 9, they're being looked at. As of now, the Coastal Corridors Committee doesn't think they need to widen Route 16, but some people who live in the area that we spoke with say something needs to change.
I really think that the solution, if they're going to do it, is going to be a bypass around the town of Milton to get traffic moving through, especially, as you say, during the summer.
One of the next steps is what's called the Milton Active Transportation Plan. It'll kick off this month. It will be used to collect feedback about bike and pedestrian facilities on Route 16 and throughout the town. DelDOT will schedule a meeting for this fall to talk about how to implement all of this. After the break, Rehoboth site plan revision. This plot of land was sold by the Clear Space Theater Company. Now it's getting a new act. We'll tell you about the plans and when you can learn more. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
When you're at the beach, the priority is having fun with your family. And when you got a full house, let us handle the food and bring Bethany Blues to you. From our award-winning barbecue to specialty dishes and family-style options, we have something special for your group. Let Bethany Blues bring the good times home to you.
Going solar can be a big investment. We provide quality equipment and first-rate warranties.
Let Solaire be your trusted advisor. We can provide you with a no-cost proposal, a second opinion, which could save you significant money.
Solaire helped us through the permitting, financing, and grant process. They offer a quality product at a fair price.
Whether you have a business, a farm, or a residential home, give us the opportunity to show you what we can offer.
Please give Solaire a call today. You'll be shocked at the savings.
My daughter was beginning to struggle with substance use disorder. Felt like somebody cut my heart out. Her dream was to open a house to help other women recover. When we do our groundbreaking, I hear like at 6:30 in the morning. Nobody's here except one guy in a suit walking through the field. He says, "Kevin, David Trone, nice to meet you." For every person who is suffering from substance use disorder, there is no bigger champion.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
The Harry K. Foundation presents the second annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 13th in downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy delectably fabulous chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Here's an opportunity for you to take control of your health. BB Healthcare and the Delaware Division of Public Health are hosting a series of healthy living workshops for people living with a chronic disease. The workshop aims to teach people how to prevent and delay health complications, deal with pain and fatigue, communicate with health professionals, and more. The 6-week workshop will go from April 4th to May 16th. It starts at 9 a.m. at the Cape Henlopen Senior Center. After much debate over plans for a new theater, Clear Space Theater Company sold the property at the top of Rehoboth Avenue to a local realtor. The future of the lot taking shape. The realtor wants to build 3 separate structures, all with stores on the first floor and apartments on top. The preliminary site plans for this location will be given at the April 11th Planning Commission meeting in Rehoboth Beach. Here's some dates for hunters in Delaware to remember for the upcoming spring wild turkey season. The season runs from April 13th to May 11th. DenRec says there will be no Sunday hunting. Hunting hours range a half hour before sunrise until 1 p.m., and there will also be a special one-day hunt for children and teens. That one is scheduled for April 6th. Delaware State Police say they've arrested a man for robbing a Georgetown home early March. Police say on March 1st, around 7:21 p.m., troopers responded to a break-in at a home on Widgeon Road. The suspect got into the house through a bedroom window, knocked over items in the home, and then stole money before leaving. According to police, 24-year-old Alcantara from Bridgeville as the suspect through fingerprints that they found at the scene. And on March 29th, police got a warrant for his arrest, and the same day, Seaford police took Alcantara into custody. He was handed over to Troop 4, where during a search, troopers found him hiding 31 oxycodone pills. He was charged with 4 crimes, including possession of a controlled substance. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi joins us again. And Bob, we are counting down to one of those rare occurrences. We have a solar eclipse coming up this month. It's got a lot of people buzzing about this.
Absolutely, and for good reason, Matt. It's a total solar eclipse exactly 7 days from now, so the countdown is on. The last one we had was back in 2017. I was in southern Illinois for that, and wouldn't you know, they're in the path of totality again. We'll see that path of totality from Texas right through the Ohio Valley into New England. For us, it's not a total eclipse, but about 82% of a total eclipse for us, and I think the weather will cooperate as we see this swath of totality go right through Texas, Waco, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Then it goes through Oklahoma, up into Arkansas, clips the southeast part of Missouri, into the Boot Heel through Illinois. And I will be in Ohio for this one, right around here near Ashtabula. Hopefully we'll see some sun. But right now it's looking like clouds in the Midwest, but it looks like sun for the East Coast for this event. Now it's storminess and showers. I'll track those and talk about some unsettled weather the next few days in a few minutes.
Break on Coast TV News today. People all across the world celebrated Easter over the weekend. In addition to the resurrection, the Pope had a message on one of the many conflicts taking place. Also, possible port passage. We'll tell you what Maryland officials say is in the works for ships to reach the Baltimore port almost 1 week after a bridge collapse. And we are 1 year after that deadly tornado tore through Delmarva. We'll take a look at how the region is recovering from the ruin. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
When it comes to building your new home, don't settle for anything less than the best. Bay to Beach Builders is your trusted source for experience, quality, and design. Our team of experts work with you from start to finish to create your dream home. Expect an elevated customer experience with home visualizers, virtual home tours, and technology-inspired selections in our design studios. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Greenwood and Ocean View, or visit baytobeachbuilders.com. Your new home journey is a click away.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with the only certified outdoor lighting designer in the state of Delaware. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down.
Call today to see how Illuminations by Bellaterra can light up your life.
Shower glass. Our name says it all. We provide the best custom shower glass on the shore in a fraction of the time, and our reviews prove it.
Shower glass delivers the best fit, finish, and fastest service.
Reliable scheduling, competitive pricing, the best in the business.
They're the only one we call for shower glass.
Frameless beauty with speed, accuracy, and lifetime warranties. Shower glass. It's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs. With a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
This is Coast TV News Today.
April 1st, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. We are approaching 6:30 on this Monday morning. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now to help you prepare as you make your way out the door. And Bob, just moments ago, just before we came back, the roof at our studio being pounded with rain. We also heard thunder this morning.
Yes, we have in Milton for sure, Matt. And that rain is kind of fleeting. It came down really hard here for about a minute, and then it moved away. So you can see how these showers are quickly moving through northern Sussex County into Kent County right now. The rest of us are dry, but you can see that it's northern Sussex County that's seeing the rain. Milton back through Prime Hook Beach right now. So between Milton and Broadkill Beach through Belltown, Lewis, heavy rain right along the beaches there. Some rumbles of thunder as well. So use caution. Also more showers through Harrington and Spring Hill. You had some lightning earlier on as this continues to move off to the east at about 40 miles per hour, and more heavy rain for the eastern shore back into the Baltimore area as well. And we've seen some lightning in this activity continuing around the Chestertown area, but you can see the southern extent of it is northern Sussex County, a little bit farther to the north. So that's where it looks like the lion's share of the heavy activity will be, and that stretches all the way back into the Ohio Valley north of the stationary boundary. Out the door, it's in the 40s and low 50s, so it's chilly, it's thundering. Oof, kind of an icky start to April, and a raw easterly breeze. So we're seeing that heavy activity this morning to the north, moving away, and then just general showers, drizzle into the afternoon with highs only into the low 50s. So kind of a gloomy start to April. Runnercast heads up for thunder and lightning early on, otherwise drizzle and some light rain, and temperatures only into the 50s as we go through the morning into the noon hour.
Thank you, Bob. It was on this date 1 year ago, a tornado touched down in western Sussex County, and for one family, it was tragic. 77-year-old Dan Bowell died when an EF3 tornado destroyed his 120-year-old home on Tuckers Road in Greenwood. The tornado hit just after 6 p.m. April 1st, 2023. Back then, it was an early Saturday evening 1 year ago. Bowell was the first person to die of a Delaware tornado in 40 years. We take you back to 2023, and here is how we covered those initial hours on Coast TV News.
That was in Bridgeville earlier today, and you can see footage of that tornado touching down. This video shot from the south. The sky is getting grayer. That is a classic funnel cloud associated with a tornado.
Then the second wave that pulled through very rapidly. These were storms that moved at about 60 miles per hour, and we had winds in excess of 98 to pretty much 100-mile-per-hour winds.
About a week after the tornado hit, the Delaware Emergency Management Agency announced assistance with cleanup efforts. It was on April 10th. Coast TV went to Bridgeville, Greenwood area. We were told by people living there that the organizations they were advised to contact for assistance hadn't yet provided any. People were without power, and there were other needs. April 14th, it was reported that power had been restored in an area that stretched from Greenwood to Ellendale. Moving on, and happening today, Lewis will hold a hearing for two ordinances related to building requirements. According to the city, the first change is how high a building must be off the ground or above flood level. And this would apply to new buildings, but it would also apply to buildings that are being repaired or have been heavily damaged. The second ordinance reduces maximum lot coverage by 5%. So breaking that piece down, lot coverage is how much of the property is covered by buildings. Public hearing scheduled for 5:30 p.m. Tonight in Milton, next step in a number of upgrades for the town's water system. The Milton Town Council will review the resolution allowing the town to borrow up to $579,000 for a general obligation bond. This will pay for improvements to the Chandler Street water treatment facility. Over $3.8 million for the Federal Street Water Tower project, $1.7 for water main replacement. The town has been granted the authority to borrow the money. That's when voters in Milton approved a referendum earlier in this year. Commercial ships may soon have a way into the Port of Baltimore. There are plans to create a temporary alternate channel near the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge that will allow commercial vessels to access the port. Channel is expected to span the northeast side of the bridge, which collapsed after a cargo ship crashed into it early Tuesday morning. It's not clear when the alternate channel is expected to open. Also happening today, Easter festivities are not over in our nation's capital. According to the White House, the 2024 White House Easter egg roll will take place on the South Lawn. It's just scheduled a few hours from now. This will be a little before 10:30 a.m. The White House says the event will, at least is their term, will mix egg-ucation with the tradition of hunting eggs. Pope Francis is calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the release of all Israeli hostages held by Hamas. He made those comments during Easter Sunday Mass, where tens of thousands of worshipers gathered in St. Peter's Square. The Pope said peace is never made with weapons. The 87-year-old pontiff has been in poor health in recent weeks. It forced him to cancel engagements, as he did on Good Friday. Protect our private information now. That is the advice from experts after a big AT&T data breach was announced over the weekend. The company says it's in the process of notifying affected customers, but experts say it might be worth looking into the hack even if you haven't heard from the company. And Amy Kiley shows us what experts recommend you do to protect your data.
This is quite a serious issue.
Experts say past and present AT&T users should act now to protect their data. The company says it's investigating how information from 73 million customers got onto the dark web. AT&T says it's now notifying those affected.
If you get a letter like that in the mail from someone that you have entered into a contract with, you need to take time to read the letter.
If you're not notified, just don't assume automatically that you're safe. You need to investigate this.
The breach appears to involve data from 2019 or earlier. It could include names, passwords, social security numbers, birth dates, and more.
Once a bad guy has that, a criminal has that information, perhaps they could pose as you and call up one of your bank accounts or health accounts.
This former NSA general counsel says if you think you've been hacked, 1, reset your password. 2, ask a credit reporting agency to put a fraud alert on your account. 3, consider a credit freeze to block someone from opening a credit card in your name.
Any hacker who is both skilled enough and lucky enough to get inside a telecom company is going to find a digital treasure chest.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere. Coming up on Coast TV News today, an ongoing traffic study reaching its final stage in Rehoboth Beach. We'll tell you about the solutions the city says it will implement that are aimed at improving pedestrian safety. Also, Cinderella, Survive and Advance. North Carolina State is showing shades of that 1983 team that won it all. And many people, including me, I have to remember to get my tickets today, are hoping for some lottery luck as we approach another drawing tonight. We'll tell you how high that jackpot is after there was not a big winner over the weekend. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
A diagnosis of fibromyalgia or rheumatoid arthritis can leave you feeling helpless and wondering how to control the pain. Acupuncture is a holistic approach that releases endorphins, improves energy levels, and eases widespread body pain.
I suffered from RA and fibro pain for 11 years. Acupuncture has worked for me. I'm enjoying time with my grandchildren. My pain is manageable now. Delmarva Acupuncture has gave me my life back.
To learn more about how Delmarva Acupuncture can help with fibro and RA, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Get hooked on the freshness. For almost 40 years, Harbor House in Seaford has been providing fresh, local seafood. And today, we are still your one-stop shop for the freshest local seafood, plus amazing prime Black Angus beef as well. From filet mignon and New York strip to ribeye and so much more. We've got all your favorite cuts. From land to sea, surf and turf has never been this fresh.
Harbor House Seafood, your surf and turf market.
Seaford, Delaware, and online at harborhouseseafood.com.
Get ready for the ultimate outdoor experience. Join us for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday, April 19th from 4 to 8 and Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 4. Showcase your products or services to thousands of potential customers at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. To apply as a vendor and for more information, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Here at Delaware Electric Cooperative, we don't have customers, we have members. Those we power own the cooperative and are entitled to all of its profits. Because we're a not-for-profit, we are focused on service. That's why our electric rates are the lowest in the region and why our employee family continues to achieve record reliability. Like the farmers who founded our co-op in the 1930s, we believe everyone is entitled to quality electric service. Member built, member owned. That's the DEC difference.
6:39 on this first day of April. It's been a stormy one, northern Sussex County up into Kent County. Tyndall's Casual Furniture came in Laurel. Lots of clouds now, and you've seen, well, maybe a few showers, but the heavier activity is north and now near Lewis. We've had rumbles of thunder in Milton, Brock Hill Beach to Lewis. You're seeing some heavy rain, maybe a rumble of thunder there, some light showers in Rehoboth, but this is starting to move offshore and should be done in about 15 minutes. Also, Chestnut Knoll to Thompsonville, and then farther to the west into areas of Kent County. You're seeing heavier showers and thunderstorms stretch up to the eastern shore into the Baltimore area as well. And there is some embedded thunder in this and some lightning, but you can see a lot of this is now staying to the north of the rest of us. So we're just going to see drizzle and light rain the balance of the day with the heavier rain to the north. Here's our UV index brought to us by Ocean City. And Mac, good news, you don't need the sunscreen today because a whopping 1 on the sunscreen scale. No burn time. Make sure you pick up the phone and call the Coast TV First Alert weather line 443-880-9100. It is sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
I appreciate that, Bob. That's good information to know. In Rehoboth Beach, engineering firm the Rossi Group will present its last presentation on their traffic and transportation study that looks to address traffic congestion and parking issues within the city. In May, the city plans on running a pilot program on King Charles Avenue. This is for pedestrian safety. Plan is to add temporary crosswalks in space for people to stop in the middle of the road before crossing. More recommendations will be discussed at the commissioners' meeting next week on April 8th. In Laurel, a road closure taking place on Friday. DelDOT says John Cooper Road between Susan Beach Highway and Columbia Road will be closed all day. This is for a cross-road pipe installation. DelDOT says detours will be posted for the road work. Trap Pond Road between Substation Road and Whaley's Corner Road in Georgetown closed starting Friday. DelDOT says work is expected to last through the weekend until Monday, April 8th. And again, this is for the replacement of a cross-road pipe. Final Four is set for the NCAA men's basketball tournament. 2 of the teams that will play in Phoenix next weekend are number 1 seeds, but Cinderella is still strong as March Madness turns into April. The magical ride of the North Carolina State Wolfpack continues. The 11th seed outscored Duke in the second half on Sunday, 55-37. This is reminiscent of that 1983 squad. Just like 41 years ago, that team needed to win the ACC tournament to earn a spot in the NCAA. That Pac team went on to win the whole thing. Also in their first Final Four since the 1980s, Purdue, the much-maligned Boilermakers with a recent history of early-round flameouts. They got an all-around effort by that guy, Zach Edey. You saw him on the defensive end. He also poured in a career-high 40 points. This is almost a literal David versus Goliath matchup in the semis. The 7-4 Edey will take on NC State. Happening today, home opener for the Nationals. They will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates at Nationals Park. The Nats lost 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati over the weekend to start the season. 4:05 p.m. scheduled first pitch in the nation's capital. It was Sunday night NASCAR in Richmond, and Virginia native Denny Hamlin wins his second race of the 2024 season, using a good jump on the final restart late in the race. Hamlin only led 17 laps, but he led the one that mattered the most, the one at the end. Movie and music news now. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
16 carriages driving away.
Beyoncé's country album is breaking records. Cowboy Carter is Spotify's most streamed album in a single day so far this year. On Amazon Music, it earned the most first-day streams for a country album by a female artist in the platform's history, and more first-day streams globally than any previous Beyoncé album.
This is a natural progression, you know.
Dennis Quaid is an icon. The veteran actor is set to receive the Cinema Icon Award at this year's CinemaCon, the annual convention of the National Association of Theater Owners. He'll be honored April 11th at a ceremony in Las Vegas. Prepare for Fridays to get even freakier. Golden Globe winner Nisha Ganatra is set to direct Freaky Friday 2. And Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, the stars of the 2003 film, are in talks to return for the sequel. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
It's been a bit of a stormy morning, northern Sussex County, a little farther to the north into Kent County. But right now, it's just kind of cloudy, showery along the coast, Tunnel and Razor Camp, 48 in Lewis. More rounds of rain on the way, and we've seen storms already and more storms to come. Later Tuesday into Wednesday, I'll pinpoint it on Futurecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Welcome to the Brush Factory. Explore our over 60 local merchants and artists all together under one roof. You just never know what you'll find at the Brush Factory on Kings.
Thank you so much for thinking of us.
We greatly appreciate your support.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Wheelers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Wheelers, where people matter.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanka Kia of Salisbury.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Time is 6:46, and we are looking live into Rehoboth Beach. And normally we would see the sunrise, but those clouds, at least we can see something. Because we've been looking at a lot of like just lights and stuff like that as before even the bit of the sunrise was coming up. Bob, spring break across Delmarva for a lot of our schools. No school bus weather forecast today. If they did, they'd probably be dealing with some puddles or something this afternoon.
Yes, absolutely. And I was in the midst of building that bus stop forecast, and Matt, you said, no, they're on spring break, Easter break, spring break. So it's a good day to be off because we have been seeing some showers and even some thunder and lightning. We've seen it in the Milton area, northern Sussex County, up into Kent County as well. And we've seen some brief drenching rain so far, and there's more drenching rain to come on and off through Wednesday. Make sure you scan the QR code right there for the CoastTV weather app to have the forecast at your fingertips. And you want that for the interactive radar the next couple of days because we could possibly see some severe storms with some hail and strong winds Tuesday into Wednesday. And a week from today, it's a solar eclipse. And right now looks sunny for the eclipse for us. So that's certainly good news. Not too sunny right now. Lots of clouds. This is a 2-hour radar replay. You can see how we've been seeing the storms moving off the eastern shore, northern parts of Sussex County, even into the Milton area, and now moving offshore, but still some lingering showers out there around Lewis and between Lewis and Rehoboth on one right now and near the coast. We're looking at some heavier rain there. Also north of Harrington on into Kent County, you're seeing some of those heavier showers. And we do have some lightning embedded in this activity as well. As you can see, it stretches up into the Baltimore area, but it's staying mainly north of Sussex County. So we're mainly dry. It's north that's seeing the showers and some of that embedded lightning as well back through our nation's capital into western PA and the Ohio Valley. It's all because it's a stationary boundary to our south, and energy moving north of that front will continue with these waves of showers. We have some of those rumbles of thunder this morning. I think that goes away and turns to a general drizzle light rain into the afternoon with temperatures only in the low 50s. We've got a raw easterly wind keeping it mainly cloudy. That's the case through the overnight. We go into Tuesday, more rounds of rain, and they could be briefly heavy at times. It is a code red Tuesday for heavier showers at times and some heavier storms, I think, as we go into Tuesday evening. Here's 10:30, some very heavy rain, and we continue with this persistent easterly wind, so it will be chilly as we go into Wednesday. But then the winds shift to the south out ahead of the cold front, and that's when the heaviest activity comes through. Heavier showers and storms, maybe some hail and wind, and then that moves through. Then it's blustery. It does dry out a bit Thursday, but it's going to be kind of unsettled and chilly for the end of the week as well, but it does dry out with at least 1.5 inches of rain from Bethany Beach to Millsboro and points north. This is through Thursday, and even heavy amounts as well to the south. So here's our Paul Davis 7-day forecast. You can see the yellow alerts Monday and Wednesday with the code red sandwiched in between, with the rain heavy at times, possibly strong to maybe severe Tuesday into Wednesday, and then it dries out Thursday and Friday, but still not too great for early April. Lower 50s, mid 30s at night. So you're going to want to bring in the plants into the weekend to the weekend. And the weekend is looking dry and chilly with temperatures in the 50s.
Thanks, Bob. Moving on, Bethany Beach is getting ready for the summer. The town picked out movies it plans to show for the annual Movies on the Beach and Bandstand event. Some movies include The Little Mermaid, The Game Plan, Wonka, and more. Movies on the Beach are shown Monday nights at dusk from June through August, and then on Friday nights at dusk in the month of September. Del Mar Dogs could soon have a park to run and play in. The dog park would be located at the Wycomico County Welcome Center in Leonard's Mill Park on Ocean Highway. A public meeting, is taking place this week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. at the Wycomico County Civic Center. Their survey results will be shared regarding the design and construction of the park. Public feedback is encouraged at that meeting. A blood drive by the Blood Bank of Delmarva heading to Dewey Beach. It's happening today. There will be a mobile drive at the Dewey Beach Lions Club, and you can donate from 2 to 7 p.m., and registration is now open with the Blood Bank. Nobody won Saturday night's Powerball drawing. It sends the jackpot up to nearly $1 billion. Today's drawing is estimated to win somebody $975 million with a cash value of $471. While no one won the big jackpot, there were at least 4 people matching numbers to win $1 million. But Saturday did mark 38 consecutive drawings without a jackpot winner. 6:51 on this Monday morning. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day. And today's coastal pet loves Ocean City. Ripple will be one just a little over a week from now on April 10th. And we hope Ripple gets to enjoy a perfect beach day on his very first birthday. He was submitted to us by Rob. We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos. Tell us what makes them so special. Take a look at your screen. You can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friends to CoastTV News. Then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We're seeing gray slate skies this morning on our gutter helmet cam. Rain to the north, northern Sussex County into Kent County, and more rain through the midweek time period. Then improving weather for the end of the week into the weekend, and the eclipse weather is looking pretty good. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next, or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with the only certified outdoor lighting designer in the state of Delaware. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down.
Call today to see how Illuminations by Bellaterra can light up your life.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Don't miss the Spring Home Expo at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, April 6th and 7th. Admission is free, featuring 90 exhibitors from the Delaware Resorts region presenting their home products and services. Saturday from 9 to 4 and Sunday from 10 to 3. Come see a wide array of home products and service companies, home improvement, realtors, and builders, all under one roof. Many of the exhibitors will be giving away free gifts and prizes, and ample parking is free. Don't miss the free Spring Home Expo, April 6th and 7th at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
6:54 and time for some things you need to know before you go. It was on this date 1 year ago, a tornado touched down in western Sussex County, and for one family it was tragic. 77-year-old Dan Bowell died when an EF3 tornado destroyed his 120-year-old home on Tuckers Road in Greenwood. The tornado hit around 6 p.m. April 1st, 2023. It was early Saturday evening a year ago. Bowell was the first person to die of a Delaware tornado in 40 years. Happening today, a new tax increase will hit rentals in Rehoboth Beach. City commissioners hiked the residential rental tax from 6% to 7%. City said it needed more money to address a $4.4 million deficit they created in the city's $37 million budget for 2025. The rental tax was one of many tax hikes in Rehoboth Beach, including a 28% wastewater fee increase. Commercial ships may soon have a way into the Port of Baltimore. There are plans to create a temporary alternate channel near the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge that will allow commercial vessels to access the port. The channel is expected to span the northeast side of the bridge that collapsed after a cargo ship crashed into it early Tuesday morning. It's not clear when the alternate channel is expected to open. In Dewey Beach, seasonal parking permits will be available for purchase starting today. The town says there are two options for seasonal permits. One is virtual. That requires no hang tag, and it is connected to your license plate number. The other is the traditional rear view mirror hang tags. Seasonal parking permits are going to cost $300. 6:56 now, and Bob, for those folks planning on heading to the Nationals home opener this afternoon, you say they may get it in.
Close call. They may. Depends on where that rain lines up, Matt. We'll have to see about that. And maybe drizzle and light rain. If that's the case, they should get it in. Right now, we've got showers exiting the coast in Sussex County. We've got some showers going on in Kent County and then across the eastern shore right now. So if you live up there, watch out for rain. For the rest of us, farther south, clouds, drizzly, light rain today, and chilly, only into the low 50s. I'm going with a high today of 54. We do have the yellow alert for some impactful rain. And here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast for Tuesday. Code red for heavier rain, maybe storms, 53. 60 Wednesday as the front moves through. That shuts off the rain Thursday into Friday, but then it gets cold with 50s and then mid-30s at night. Friday morning into the weekend looking really chilly. Weekend looking chilly and dry, and then for the eclipse weather looking sunny and 63, then mild and dry after that.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you for joining us here on Coast TV News Today. The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m., and we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11 a.m., so stick with us for that. And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Monday morning, everybody.